most important thing you want people to take away from today's webinar?
The most important thing I want people to take away from the webinar is that you have to be alert to the law in your specific jurisdictions. Even in the area of the ADA, different jurisdictions will have different standards that will apply based on the court's rulings that go all the way up to the federal circuit. So it's not as easy as knowing generally what the law is on these subjects, but having to dig in and figure out what the specific law is in your jurisdiction.
I think just kind of building off a little bit of what Derek said in terms of paying attention to the law in your jurisdiction is that there's so many different changes and requirements that's being placed on employers. From having to deal with social media, having to deal with workplace violence, having to understand changes in healthcare, having handbooks that are written for lawyers and not for employees, having to deal with different forms of litigation, that you really do need to find a way to stay on top of some of these ongoing changes. And I think one way of doing that is, different law firms across the country, particularly within your jurisdiction, will have newsletters that they regularly send out. Find a couple of law firms that you can trust, sign up for their regular newsletter, and find a habit or routine just to look at them. You don't have to read them in great detail, but just to be able to spot an issue when it's coming up, because a lot is being placed on employers in the workplace.